Hello everyone, welcome in. Okay, hey Rockstar, you got stream up? Hello. You have stream up?
No.
Get pull stream up. I'll show you the new intro video.
Hold on. Hold on
a goddamn minute.
That's David. I said give me a damn minute. Okay, I have a perfect thing for anytime we ever do like a fucking thing where we're like doing like custom games on DVD when I do play Slinger. It's like ooh, so it's a good night out here. And then I just I spear somebody up. Caught dinner.
Nice.
Hold on, there's an ad.
Of course.
Okay.
Alright, got it up.
Yes. Is there any audio?
Yeah, there's audio to it.
Fuck, hold on.
I had a old friend of mine make these for me. The only thing is, I haven't been able to edit the topic into it yet. So it's just blank. Today's topic is Dungeons and Dragons for anyone watching this in a future iteration. Hi, cool. This is Past Blast.
This is Past Blast. This is Editor Blasty here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she got all of my social, and then you don't have a Twitter.
I know, because Twitter's I'm gonna make a Twitter when I get affiliate.
Whoop, wrong one. There we go. There we go.
Ah, it's updated.
Yeah, she made me a logo too. So
cool.
There's also one for Tales of the Archives whenever we do that again.
Well, think of one for that one, but welcome to Apollicast episode 16.
It's all about Dungeons and Dragons.
Something I don't know jack shit about.
But you love watching it.
I do love watching it, especially Thursdays, so check that out. The Vlass every Thursday. They didn't do one yesterday.
Yeah.
But every Thursday, it's with Vlass, Nurok, and Jet's the Dungeon Master, and then there's somebody else I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
We got Jet's the DM, we got Nurok, Chris, Kron is the new guy, me, and Frostbite, whose name is Cam.
And me!
You're just the guy who comes in and trolls.
Yep. So I said, and, well, I told you I would like to do, like, an NPC voice. Mm-hmm. Once. Be a merchant. And do it in the voice of Cranberry Man, or Piffwang. I have a pretty good idea for it. But yes, we're talking about Dungeons and Dragons. Blast does it, and also I've been listening to recently a lot of Critical Role, which is the Dungeons and Dragons live stream with a bunch of voice actors, such as Matt Mercer and Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham, Liam O'Brien, and the rest. That one's a lot of fun. They're on YouTube.
I need to start that eventually.
Oh god, you would love it. It's so funny. It's
eventually
even better
I'll get around to starting it.
I like Jet as a dungeon master because he'll fuck with you guys. With like Matt Mercer, when you have a voice actor as your dungeon master voicing all the NPCs and he makes them all unique.
Yeah.
That's when it's really funny.
Right.
It really gets you invested, and they have music and everything. But it's the funniest shit. When I was listening to it, I was playing Skyrim, so they have music from Skyrim in there.
Huh.
So like when there's combat in the I'm like, I'm thinking there's combat. I'm like, what the fuck is it? Like, there's nobody around me.
Nice.
And I'm like, is this from the game? I was like, motherfucker.
Nice.
But yeah, it's fun. That's why I was always saying, like, for Vlast, like, you guys got to get some royalty-free music to play, like, in the background, like,
I
when you're in
mean,
taverns.
Jet writes his own music. He can make music for that stuff.
Right.
It's
But there's,
just
like, a
he,
royalty...
it's just he hasn't had the time to do it, and that's the issue.
Well, I found I can tell you a good royalty-free,
Then
the,
people go afterwards, animate the funny moments. Yeah, they do. I've
yes,
seen some of
yes,
those, and it's great. What's up, Volt
Fluffer.
Guardian? Welcome to the stream.
Fluffer Noctur.
And congrats on winning the giveaway from my Silver Soul Gaming stream.
See, I'm actually not mad that I didn't win. I'm actually relieved because if I had won, I was gonna think, "Oh God, it's like that's not fair. They're best friends for over almost 11 years. That's bullshit. That's
Well, they didn't know that.
bullshit." That's I know, but like that's in my back of my mind, like, God. It's just fun dying over and over again while I was busy
Shut up.
fighting zombies and a giant George A. Romero. Was playing Call of the Dead on Black Ops 1 Zombies. Might live stream that one these days. Play that bad.
Now, yes, now you know.
Now I know. And knowing is half the battle.
Thanks, G.I. Joe.
G.I. Jose. No, I don't do G.I. Joe. G.I. Jose. But yes. Also, that's another thing we're going to find here on the Apollicast. We always go down a rabbit hole.
Yep.
That's just our thing. So, Dungeons and Dragons. This pretty much is a last episode, if you will, because he knows more about this than I do.
I mean, it's not just gonna be me spouting on forever. It's gonna be you guys can ask questions, Rockstar can ask questions, you guys can tell stories of your campaigns and everything like that. This is kind of like a free form thing. We're not scripted or anything, so feel free to comment on what I say or what Rockstar says, or ask any questions you have about Dungeons and Dragons, and I'll do my best to answer them. And maybe Nurok and Jet will show up and we'll have some prime conversation.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Can I set one of my spells to be Wumbo?
3 hours later.
Is mayonnaise a spell slot? Can I cast mayonnaise? No. So I always do the question. We always start it. Most of the time I start the question of, so Vlass, when you hear the word Dungeons and Dragons, what's the first thing that comes into your mind?
Dungeons and Dragons. Legitimately. That was before I even started playing this. Back in high school.
Anytime somebody says Dungeons and Dragons, I think about like stereotypical nerds with like the pocket protectors and the glasses.
No, I thought of like something like Dragon's Lair, the old video game.
No, anytime I thought of Dungeons and Dragons, I'm thinking that's a nerd thing. That's not me. And then I, lo and behold, I get older and I'm fucking comic book horror movie reading geek. Yep. Never played Dungeons and Dragons. I played plenty of board games, but
it's so much fun. I'm hoping when all this blows over that we can get our group back together again and we can actually run a campaign, because that would be so much fun.
I'd be down. My cousin plays it. I didn't know I only found out about him playing it like a year ago.
Oh,
I was
really?
Like, yeah, he goes every Saturday and plays. I was like, So I asked him a bunch of questions and he liked it. And I was like, okay.
Nice.
As I got older, I got more, and as I started watching you and with the campaign you're doing now with Jed, and then the one you used to do on Wednesdays.
Yeah, it was on Wednesdays on the Silver Soul Gaming channel. We did one called Ascension, which was also ran by Jet.
That one I really got into.
I missed that one. That one was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
A lot of people at my work thought that D&D was a real thing. Like legitimate Dungeons and Dragons, like actual.
Get Bob from accounting to go and explore.
Get Bob from accounting to go explore the dungeon. Your raise is in the chest. It is guarded by a dragon.
That was not a real thing.
Oh.
It's not real. How's it? Okay.
I know of people like who are not exposed to Dungeons and Dragons, and they think it's either not real,
Dungeons
like
and Dragons is the devil's work,
or that.
That's what I always said too. It's blasphemous.
Yeah, right. That was the other thing I heard a lot when I was because my family is super religious. I am personally not, but my aunt was a preacher, and she would always go into these spiels whenever she heard about Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I'm not. Like, this is the devil's work. You can't be playing this. If I see anyone playing this, yada yada yada. I'm like, okay. You're not gonna summon demons with it. It's just pen and paper. It's pen and paper and your imagination. That's it. And it's seriously the most fun you can have with a group of people.
Join us. It's fucking Evil Dead.
I'm on my phone now, so expect more typing mishaps. Hey, no worries, dude.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, right.
On my phone when I watch it. God. They're actually, I meant to tell you, I don't know if you guys know about this, D&D Beyond.
I do.
Because, like, I think, I don't know, because you guys do it off tabletop sim, but, yeah. Like, because, like,
a lot of the people in the campaign use that to back up their characters. Like, I don't, but they do.
Sam Riegel made a jingle for it, and they made it animated. Oh, it's actually, it's fucking badass. Like, because the D&D Beyond made an animated trailer for it.
Oh, really?
Like, commercial for it, and it's so fucking cool. It's like an 80s cartoon.
Nice.
I'll just show. I'll text you the link. It's actually really fun.
Put it in chat.
No, I'm on my fucking Xbox. I'm not gonna type. All right, wait a minute. I'll just do it off my phone. Never mind. I'm a fucking moron sometimes.
You're on your phone. Use your phone.
No, I'm not gonna do it. Lass is being mean, everybody.
No, Mom, I'm not gonna do that for you. God.
You got the perfect warlock. I got stuck in my head. Let's see. Share. Copy link. Apollicast. Paste. There's a link.
Nice.
It is fucking worth it. It's such a fucking they have like that's just from their actual YouTube page. There's actually somebody clipped from they showed it on live on Critical Role. Just seeing all the reactions. It's so fucking cool. I think they showed it in episode 20. Yeah. I'm only on episode 8 right now because like these episodes are 4 hours long.
Yeah, they're D&D sessions. Like with the old group I ran with, we would go 8-9 hours.
Yeah. Anybody wants to know? Critical Role is like I said, it's a Twitch live stream D&D sessions with a bunch of voice actors playing it. But if you miss it on Thursdays, that following Tuesday they post that session on YouTube on the YouTube channel. So if you can't see it on Thursdays, you can, which is what I'm probably going to be doing once I finally catch up with it.
Yeah, if you can't see it on Thursday, stay off the internet until Tuesday. Well, because spoilers abound.
I'm way behind because they're at like episode 105, I think.
Yeah.
Of this second campaign.
Go watch Mott kills baby manticore animation. Wait, what?
Yes, Mott.
Oh, jeez.
Molly Mock, I think is Molly Mock's one of my favorites. Oh, not the brave. Sam Riegel's character is a goblin rogue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not the brave. I think the character you would probably most out of all the D&D characters that they have in Critical Role, the only character I think you would actually like is Caleb. That's Liam O'Brien's character. It's a human wizard.
Oh yeah.
Who has a magical cat named Frumpkin who can shapeshift.
Magical cat. Nice.
Yeah. It can shapeshift if he does like spells, and he can also like send it out, and
nice.
It's really cool. Jester, a tiefling, cleric. Yasha, a Yasmirian barbarian. Beauregard's a
Grog.
Oh, Grog's from their first campaign. That was Travis Williams' character, was a barbarian.
I like how his name is Grog.
Yeah, it's Grog. Molly Mock, who's a tiefling blood hunter, and then Travis Williams' newest character is Fjorge, who's a half orc warlock.
Nice.
The Beauregard's the human monk, and then Not the Brave.
Is he like Sir Robin and he just runs away from everything?
Oh no, Sam Riegel makes it really the character really funny because like he'll be like, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and like shoot them with my crossbow, and I'm gonna run away and start looting a dead body.
Nice.
And they have later on, I know they get what the fuck's his name?
I don't know.
I know you don't know. I'm looking at I have the art book right here. There's an art book, Guardian, if you don't know about it, from the second campaign. I bought it. It's like $20 off Amazon. It's an art book detailing each character. It's published by Dark Horse, and it's sponsored by Critical Role, like they made this.
Nice.
Caduceus. He's a Figborn Caduceus.
Caduceus.
Yep.
Nice.
They also have like celebrities on there. Like I know they had the guy who plays fucking hell, damn it. Man, I'm like what the fuck's his name? Hold on, I'm looking it up. King Ezekiel from The Walking Dead, the guy who plays as him.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
also the voice of Cyborg, which I just found out.
Nice.
He was a character. They had Ashley Birch was on there, Will Wheaton, Felicia Day. Like they just have like a celebrity play as a guest character in the campaign.
Nice.
But it's so much fun. I like watching it. It's so much. There's a Zorth. Fucking. This is a NPC goblin merchant who is a beast tamer, who is an old goblin man with no arms, and he does everything with his feet. It just fucking Matt Mercer is like, I hate it. And like the whole fucking crew is just dying laughing. Because he just got so into the character.
Nice.
And somebody put a comment for that saying like, because Matt Mercer's wife plays, and it's like her thoughts like, yes, I'm married to the entire Looney Tunes cast.
I'm married to the entire Looney Tunes cast. I could see that.
Because he gets into it. Like, I think my favorite one he's done was from like episode 1 and 2. Was this old like gnome bookseller.
Yeah.
Like Caleb like said something in a different language, and the guy just repeated it, and Liam's just like, does he not know the language? He's like, no, he doesn't know the language. It's like, breakfast. It's fucking. And the funniest shit, not fucking just keep stealing from this old man, from this fucking gnome.
Oh, really?
he just keeps stealing shit, and then fucking Jester just like moves everything around.
Oh my god.
It's the best. I don't want to give too much away, but like the first few episodes, the first story is like when they're meeting. Caleb and Not are already together.
Yeah.
They've been traveling for a while. I'm not going to tell you how they met up. Beauregard, Jester, and Fujor were already a group. They were like kind of like helping out a local dock workers.
Yeah.
They met in a tavern, and then Molly Mock and Yasha were at the circus. Molly Mock was a fortune teller, had tarot cards. So he invites the group to go to a circus, and then during the performance, this dwarven girl sings this song, and then this old man turns into like a zombie creature.
Nice. To the animations for reaction time with no context before. What?
I don't know. So the Crown's Guard has put them all on, like they can't leave the tavern because they don't know if they're part of like the old man turning into like a zombie thing. So they're solving the murder mystery of like this and what's going on. So that one was a lot of fun. And like they would end it, and I was just like, "Damn, thank God I could just watch the next episode of me." So
my friend just texted me. He said, "Send memes. Ask your podcast listeners to send memes."
Here, I'll send him a meme. There you go.
The bag of memes. Yeah, right.
There you go. Tell him Rockstar sent him 4 bags of memes. But yeah, that's just you would fucking fall in love with the Critical Role. It is so much fun.
One of these days, I'll actually get around to starting that.
Like you can like, I'm trying to think like, because I listen to like when you guys do your do D&D or anytime you're live streaming, I'm playing a game but I'm listening.
Yeah.
Same thing even when I'm playing like it's better when I'm playing like RPGs like Skyrim or Fallout, or like playing Call of Duty Zombies. There's something in the background. So that's how I've been listening to it.
Yeah.
It's fun. Okay. My serious question.
Okay.
And listen to my scenario too. Is it possible? Like, I know right now you're in your middle of your guys' campaign, but hypothetically, let's say you guys end that campaign, like you move on to the next campaign and you have new characters. Your character is Donar.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible if you did a third campaign to keep it in the same like universe, but have it kind of like set a couple of years later, and like Donar comes back as an NPC?
I think we've actually discussed doing something like that. Like it's set further in the future or after the events of the campaign have played out, and then like a new group of adventurers comes in, and then they encounter the old group somehow. We don't know how, good or bad, because we haven't determined the end. So
here's what I was like thinking, because I only thought about this because I was doing a little research on the Critical Role that like their second campaign is set 30 years after the first one.
Yeah.
But so far, I don't think any of the old characters will come back. And then when the Jet had that whole fucking T-Rex shit going on,
that was bullshit.
and then like it sounded like you guys died. And I was like, is that the end of the campaign?
No.
No. But it was like a question I had, and I was just like, wouldn't it be interesting if like they did the campaign, they finished it, they started a new campaign, and it's like that campaign's like set maybe like 20 years or 15 years after the new campaign, and you go on a quest in like this city.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Cyrodiil, like big like.
Oh, that's the Manticore animation. Nice.
I'll watch that. I'll watch that later. And you go to like this library, because I know Donar's like, it says like things he reads
Yeah.
a lot. Like have it where like they go and like so the guy's like, "Can you help us? The head historian has gone missing. He was sent out to go get supplies and he hasn't returned in like 3 days. So you guys go find it, and it actually turns out to be Donar, who's older and wiser.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the kind of scenario.
Donner's whole class, what I found this class called the Librarian, and it's actually meant to be used in like a Lovecraftian type campaign.
Hmm.
But I've kind of modified it. Jet and I have kind of modified it for our use in this campaign. So I'm still keeping, like, I'm using the Technarian subclass, which means I get that suit of tech armor and I get all those cool augments and shit. But
What
I,
exactly? Go ahead, keep going. I'll
but
hold my thought.
one of the other ones is called Page Master, and I don't remember exactly what it does. I haven't even looked at it. And the other one is kind of like you use the knowledge you gain on creatures in order to hunt them better. I know you're laughing at the word Page Master.
I'm thinking of the movie with Macaulay Culkin and Christopher Lloyd.
Which movie was that?
You've never seen The Page Master? That's the name of the
No.
movie. Oh my god, it's an anime. It's like Macaulay Culkin plays as a kid that like just reads a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So like his dad sends him to go get nails at a hardware store because the dad wants to toughen him up,
Oh
and
God.
he ends up getting stuck in a storm at a library. That's the librarian is Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
And then it turns into like an animated adventure. He's trying to find his way back home through stories. It's the
Nice.
fucking oh my god! I'm shocked you never seen it.
Nope.
Then again, you
I've
haven't seen a
never even
lot of
heard of
movies
it.
I've listed.
Yeah. But most of your movies are horror or mafia related, so
Or a comic book.
yeah.
Or I just got They Live. You ever seen They Live?
Nope.
It's one with Roddy Piper. I've come to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I'm all out of bubblegum.
I know that specific line and that's it.
That's from the movie. We're gonna watch that movie. You would like that movie. It's a science fiction movie. Directed by John Carpenter.
Nice.
Did Halloween and The Thing.
But yeah, so that's the librarian class. So
And Christopher Lloyd walks in. You, sir, you, son, are you in for an adventure? Horror and action and fantasy awaits in the library.
nice.
What race is Donner?
He's a
Like
silver dragonborn.
Okay.
I need to find
I
need to find a better model for him, but I haven't found one yet.
I kind of figured he was like I thought it was like Argonian type or something.
Yeah, he's a silver dragonborn. I need to, like I said, I need to find a better model for him, but I need to actually find good models.
They sell models of all the Critical Role characters. They have like little figurines of them for D&D.
Oh,
For
really?
D&D use. Yep.
Nice.
Hey Ryuko, what is? I'm like I don't know all the races for D&D.
Ryoko is a kitsune, I think. That's a homebrewed race. Swaps all the books in the library for mimics. Oof.
Oh, fuck. See, I know what that is at least.
I would hate to be the next guy who walks in after that.
It's gonna be you if it's Jet's the dungeon master.
Yeah, right. It would be
Donner
me.
walks into the library that's full of mimics and opens the first book he sees.
Yeah, right.
Such a sadistic fucking bastard.
He is.
It's funny though. It's really funny actually when you guys fucking board his plans and he gets pissed off.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's like, damn it! I die laughing.
We've done that plenty.
Oh, you know, like he's actually like I've listened when he's fuck all of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, what exactly is Lillian and why is she still stuck?
Lillian is a Neko. She's a cat girl. She's currently at the orphanage. Oh yeah, it's a short backstory on the orphanage. Um, we ended up going to a town that was being controlled by the main bad guy LSF and his main forces. There was a basically a concentration camp uh down the road, like 30 miles down the road, and they got all their supplies and shit from that town. So yes, we'll get into that, but so
Yeah,
the entire, like, we got into the town and we were trying to save the town, and we ended up well, we were escaping the the concentration camp that had a nuclear reactor in it that we set to explode. um Lillian decided to hamstring 37 people on the way out. I'm surprised she didn't get an alignment shift for that one.
So
But
what?
so the whole thing is, after that there were a lot of orphans.
Mm,
So we built an orphanage, and Chris, who was playing Callie at the time, rest in peace, decided that they should be trained in order to defend themselves. So we essentially have assassin children.
the fucking hell! I don't remember
Yeah,
this. This might have been an episode I missed.
yeah. I think you missed this one. It was
I
it
know I
was over
remembered the
2
whole orphanage thing
episodes.
because I promised meal because I was dying laughing, but
Yeah,
like I don't remember. I might have missed. This might have been an episode where like I was tired, I went to bed, or I forgot about it
yeah.
to tune in.
I think that was pretty late in the session when the whole thing happened, so you might have
I
been in
think
bed by that point.
probably not because like usually like even when I start getting like tired towards like 12:30 when you guys are still doing it, I just kind of jump in bed and then I just kind of watch.
Yeah.
But sometimes I won't say goodbye because I just like I'm tired. I don't have time to type in.
Yeah, right.
It's like it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I got work. I'm tired.
This is back when we played until 1 a.m.
Man,
Now we try and get off around midnight because of
shit.
jet schedule.
Shit. 2 weeks ago, I was so fucking tired. I actually passed out right in the middle, and then like when I when I woke back up, it literally
Yeah.
like said that like the message popped up saying the live stream is like down for right now. I was like, the fuck
Oh,
happened?
the network error thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever the stream ends and you still have the page open, that comes up.
No, no, no. This was like at like 11:30 at night, and it said you
Oh,
had like put up saying like it's like we're working on getting back on live, but you can still chat in the chat.
speaking of work, I should be going to sleep. Well, thank you for hanging out, my friend. I appreciate it.
Yes. Good night.
Um, this episode will be available in VODs on my channel as well as available on YouTube soon.
Yes.
Let me get this up here.
There's gonna be behind the scenes on my
There you
YouTube
go.
channel. It's
Behind the
called.
scenes.
It's
What
called
behind
Twink.
the scenes?
I secretly film behind the scenes in my end, but it's like over my head, so you
Oh
can't
my
see.
god.
It's like a GoPro.
Nice.
And my YouTube channel is called Twinkle Sparkle 6969. I'm just kidding. It's actually Fred Fredberger. No. I'm still pissed you ignored that entire story I did on the silver.
No, I read it. I just didn't respond to it.
Yeah, you should have responded to it. It was really funny. I was like, I literally thought about that right on the spot.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. And no, I literally did. Like, I just thought of that right on the spot, to be honest, that entire fucking thing. I tell you, my mind goes a million miles every second.
Yeah, it does. I know. But Bolt Guardian, thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good night. Get some sleep.
Yes, get some slippies. God, I have like a ton of questions. I was gonna like start doing it, like talk about them during the D&D sessions. Was like, oh, we're doing an episode, so this is a good time to ask questions.
Yeah, go for it.
What the fuck was it?
Now you can't remember.
No. It'll come to me.
I guess I should probably explain the promise meal thing while I'm waiting on you to think of a
Yeah, do that.
question.
Okay. It'll
So
come back.
when we started the campaign, there was no pantheon. And then after we had first gotten into that town where we founded the orphanage later on, we ended up going up to some mountains to some mines to get materials to make new armor and weapons and stuff. And we found a Bahir living in there, and it wasn't outright attacking us, so we talked to it, and then it was pretty much like, why should I leave here? I'm content where I am, because it was I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. I remember we needed it to move in order to get to some of the materials or something. No, we needed it to leave the cave system so we could get a supply route set up there so we could get people to mine all the materials. And essentially, I said, Donner said, if you don't like it out there, you can eat me. And that's the entire thing with the promised meal. And eventually, Nora obtained godhood thanks to Chris, or Callie in the deep. So Nora is now a god of lightning and fly AF. And then there's Gort, the god thing of techmaturgy. Techmaturgy and the deep, or emissary of the deep, I think. I don't remember Gort's exact title, but
Gort
yeah,
of the jungle, strong as you can be.
That's why the party is called the Heroes of Gort. Is because when we originally had our first excursion into the deep, because Chris took over DMing for 2 sessions to give Jet time to get some more story written up, we actually ended up going to the deep, and that was some weird shit.
Oh, okay. I don't remember my question. It'll come back to me, but I remember when I told you because I finished that book you gave me for Christmas.
Oh yeah, the Dark Verse.
Mm-hmm. It was interesting. I mean, I was when you go in, you expect like more Lovecraftian stories because that's what they were trying to like sell it as, but it's not really.
Yeah.
Because it's not as difficult as reading Lovecraft, but it's not very Lovecraftian. Like I thought it was gonna be more Lovecraftian, but like it wasn't.
Yeah.
But there was some good ideas from it because that night after I finished it, I went to bed. I had a dream that this happens a lot where like I will dream that I'm in a movie theater and like a small movie theater and like a movie is playing that no one's ever seen because it's something my mind has made up.
Yeah.
And then I kind of wake up and write down those ideas. Like I have about 3 or 4 movie ideas from that.
Nice.
One that's like a grindhouse that I think I could actually fucking get made.
Oh really?
Probably could if I could write the script and sell it. It could be like a direct-to-video or like a Netflix original or like Shudder. It's like a grindhouse.
Go Shudder or Netflix if you're gonna do that.
But I pretty much long story with that one is that it's 2 twin sisters who were Satan worshippers. They made a pact with the devil, and then they're taken down to hell, where hell is not like the fire and brimstone thing. It's like a city called New Hades.
New Hades.
I got the idea probably also because I was playing a lot of Saints Row Gat out of Hell.
Oh yeah.
And they run the brothels down in New Hades, but they can never escape hell because they technically never die. They were just dragged to hell.
Yeah.
And they have these tattoos on the back that pretty much are like shaped like the serpent from the Apple of Eden, like the Garden of Eden and all that stuff. that if they ever disobey the devil, like it actually hurts them. But the devil, once every 100 years, hosts a hell race that if you win, your prize is going back to the mortal realm.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So the twins secretly enter the race. So it's kind of like Death Race.
Oh,
The devil
jeez.
finds out about it, and
I
he
saw
sends
that
a.
movie.
I've seen all three of them. There's actually four. I haven't seen the fourth
I
movie.
saw the first one. I didn't see any of the other ones.
The other two are like prequels, and then the fourth one's like a standalone. Like
Oh, really?
it's yeah. I've never seen the fourth one. I've seen the three. The second and third are the backstories of Frankenstein. So the devil, Satan, finds out about the twins, but he can't take them out of the race because it's free to everybody to do it. He just knows that the twins are ambitious enough to do it.
Yeah.
So he sends in a former hitman for the mob, who was like burnt alive.
Oof.
He was burned alive, and so the devil says, like, look, if you win this race and make sure the twins don't win, don't kill them.
Yeah.
Make sure they don't win the race. I'll let you go back to Earth for a day. You can exact your revenge. Also got a little Sweeney Todd because like he was killed and his daughter was taken by the mob boss to be raised as. And time works differently in hell. So
Yeah.
even though he's been in hell probably like 5 minutes, it's been about 10 years.
Jeez.
That one actually came from the Demonata books by Darren Shan. Go read this.
Of course, it's fucking Darren Shan related.
Well, the Demonata realm, if you go into like the Demonata realm, you can be there for like 2 minutes and it's like a century in the real world.
So it's like the warp in Warhammer. Like
right,
go,
or you could be
go
in the
in and
Demonata
you
realm
don't know.
for like
yeah.
You can be in the Demonata realm for 10 years and then you go back to the real world. It's only been like 5 hours.
Yeah.
It works. It's different. So that's where I got that basis of. So it's kind of like a grindhouse feature where it's like old-fashioned filming, like it's like rainy and stuff, but it's like it was like a real bloodbath when I was drinking. It was fucking awesome though. You're like, fuck yes, so action-packed. But that was one. I had never got to work. The working title is Hell Race Inferno or something like that.
Hell Race Inferno.
That's just the working title.
Yeah.
If I ever made it to a movie, I would change it, of course.
Yeah.
But the D&D campaign, I thought for you guys would be kind of cool to do for December, or not Christmas
December.
or in October.
Yeah.
I actually envisioned your D&D characters based on the drawings you put.
Oh, jeez.
Up. No, they look pretty cool. They look pretty cool in my dream. It was kind of, but you are on a quest. You're in a city, because this dream I had around the time you guys were playing the game within the game, playing that game within.
Yeah.
So it's right after you leave the tavern, a courier comes up to you and says that you've been requested to by the not the sheriff. It's like the sheriff. There's a word. I know there's a word.
Constable.
The constable, like the lawgiver or something like that. Like they're pretty much like the judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah.
He sends you on a quest. You go meet him, and it was actually a girl. It was a woman. It's a dwarven woman. She sends you on a quest that about maybe a 2-3 days journey to the west. There's a old decrepit manor.
Yeah.
That she wants you to go investigate because her head guardsman went to investigate disappearances around and hasn't returned. And it turns out the head guardsman's her daughter. So she wants you to go find it. She will pay you each 3,000 gold.
Do you know how rich our characters are?
I know, but like that's just how I was envisioning that you guys gambled all your money or some shit.
I mean, I could see someone doing that, yeah.
Right. Something like that. And but she would also she said you can also I will give you one pardon anytime you commit a crime. We'll look the other way, no matter what it is,
Nice.
unless it's murder. So if you steal something, you get caught. You know, they'll look the other way once.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to this manor, but the manor is it got like the feeling of Lovecraftian, where like you enter the manor, which is it's gigantic and it's decrepit and it's got like weeping willows and crows in the distance and shit.
Yeah.
You enter the manor door shuts behind you, all locked in, and you're just like kind of exploring this manor, and it's just like you think you keep seeing things, like you keep seeing these creatures, but it's all in your mind. So it's like it's like a manner of madness. It's madness.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like I said, it's like Lovecraftian, where like there was like one thing where like you guys were split up because the walls in the manor were shifting. And there's like a scene where like Donna is walking through this room, and then all of a sudden he imagines that there's like slime coming out of the stone walls, and then it starts
and the walls
spewing.
will ooze green slime. No, wait, they always do that. But what was that third thing?
The hash.
The hash slinging slasher just shows up out of nowhere.
That was like, but like it's oozing this green, or like it was like a dark viscous. And then as you try to like inspect it, it just starts spewing like a fucking fire hose.
Oh jeez.
And you're just like, ah, ah! And then after you kind of like spin for a little bit, you like open your eyes and like it's fine. You're not covering anything. It's just like the place is messing with your mind.
Yeah.
But it didn't get that far, and I never got that far. Dream, because it was woke up, alarm went off.
Yeah.
So there was never an ending, but like there was a lot of good shit that would make it like holy fuck.
Yeah. I've actually with my old D&D group, we did run like a Lovecraftian Old Ones campaign where we were going through like these multi-dimensional portals. That's how we ended up in Yu-Gi-Oh land. That was the campaign. We ended up in Yu-Gi-Oh land, and I found Osiris's dick.
Yes.
And then
you told me.
I found
I remember you. He texted me this, and then I said, "What's next? My Little Ponyville."
Oh my god!
Gotta find Twilight Sparkles cupcakes, some shit.
Yeah, we ended up. The whole Kaiba Yugi duel went on and all that stuff. And I ended up, my character ended up getting the Millennium Rod after Kaiba was defeated. And all of a sudden the DM is like, "Congratulations, you've completed your God quest." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "You just found Osiris's dick." And I look at him straight face. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?"
I would have like just got up and left.
I almost
like,
did.
It's like, this is stupid. But this one, like, I think would be kind of fun for you guys to do, but I don't know how to write a D&D story, and I don't know how that works, but I can talk to Jed.
It's pretty, the way most D&D stories I've found have been laid out are you outline your initial scenario, you give your players time to introduce themselves, you get them on their way by means of an NPC like you did, give them a direction to go in. You have to plan for contingencies, like if your players don't immediately go for the main quest, or you can plan in like side quests in there, like off in the distance you see this, or make a perception check, you see this, or like you can plan in, like if your players don't initially want to go straight into the main quest, if they want to get levels first or something like that, you got to plan for that kind of thing. So you gotta have contingencies in place to get
so you have to like just think of like every possible angle that they did this, or
well, not every possible angle, but like the most probable angle based on how your players play. Like it'll get easier the more you play with that group.
So,
but
for example,
I think
if there's a quest like you see in the distance as people are playing a game, Does Donner approach it? Like Donner approaches, the game is botchy. Nope, Donner leaves.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, but it's like if you're first DMing, I think your best bet is to go with pre-written campaigns first, like scenarios like you can buy, because that'll give you an easy way to figure out how you want to write your campaign yourself, and two, that'll give you a good way to get to know your player group without having to completely rewrite something you've already spent hours writing because your player decided to go fuck a barmaid instead of kill the bad guy.
Narok.
So, yeah. The first time we streamed Erosia, which is the campaign we do on Thursdays, we still had the kinky die in.
Oh my god.
And Ryoko ended up getting, or someone, I think Callie ended up getting Ryoko pregnant.
Isn't Ryoko a boy?
Yup.
The fuck is this?
It's the deep.
Just not gonna.
And then nothing ended up coming out of it because there's a morning after pill apparently. and I'm in that campaign like, what the fuck just happened? And then I said, okay, if we're gonna keep doing shit like that, and I'm gonna keep streaming it, we need to get rid of the Kiki die because I'm not getting banned off Twitch for that shit.
Reason for ban, the kinky die.
Yeah, right.
Reason, and it's in quotations, and it's just like,
reason for ban, quote, the kinky die, unquote, comma, suggestive sexual stimulation.
Editor's note: what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah, right. This podcast is for mature audiences.
This is. I curse a lot. I curse a fuck ton. So kids with virgin eyes just go, yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, right.
Rockstar is not. It's like, do not copy Rockstar's language and don't go say, I heard it from Rockstar on a Twitch stream, because I'm just gonna deny it. I'm gonna deny. Be like, nope. It's like, welcome to language.
Yeah, right.
But take it from a teacher I once knew. There's never a bad word. There's a bad usage of a word.
Exactly.
So if I'm saying fuck and shit, you know, I'm saying to punctuate a story. I'm not saying it towards anybody unless it's like fuck you.
Yeah,
like,
right.
But you know, welcome to language.
Mm-hmm.
Your teacher's Rockstar.
Now, there are the exceptions of some words that should never be said ever.
Yes.
But we will not get into that because that is not this. This is not that kind of podcast.
Nope.
If you want lessons in that, ask your parents or your whoever you feel comfortable talking about that kind of thing with.
Or go open a book. Books are for learning.
Books are for learning.
Nerds. It's like you said.
Says the one who keeps buying books.
Yeah, I bought my last 2 books. Because the one book I bought just got delayed again until September, so they had the next 2 volumes in another series I've been reading. So I was like, fuck it, I'll buy that.
Nice.
I also bought Inuyasha, the first 3 volumes.
Nice. I haven't seen Inuyasha in years.
There is actually a girl in middle school. I'm not gonna say her name, because I was looking through my old middle school yearbook when I was up north.
Yeah.
She was fucking obsessed.
Oh, really? There were some girls there were some people in high school when we were there that were pretty obsessed with anime.
Well, that's one thing, but she literally dressed up as him for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Had the robes and the wig.
There were people, not even during Halloween or any holidays, who would run around the halls with their Naruto headbands and everything.
That's an exception because that's fun.
That is fun. I still have. Okay, so I was doing some cleaning in my room and I found my old the first Naruto official handbook with like the jutsus and everything.
I still
I
want that
still
book
have
that
it.
Kakashi. I want that book Kakashi was reading.
The fucking Make Out Paradise.
Yes, I want that. I don't even care if it's just like one of those like, it's like just the cover and it's just like a little like blank notebook.
Oh my god,
I
yes.
just want
I'm
that
sure
just to
I'm
leave it
sure
random.
that's a thing somewhere.
I just like want to leave it and like random like leave it like and like out in the open. So it's like, what's that? It's like, oh, nothing, nothing.
Yeah, right.
And it's just right inside. It's like a grocery list, like eggs, bread, milk, paper towels, Pepsi. Or just
A
like bring, like I
55
said, bring it to
gallon
the
drum of lube. What? That's a thing you could buy on Amazon.
I know. Shit, you should have heard what you could buy on Wish.
Oh
I found that out
no.
from one of my coworkers.
I
I'm not
I
gonna.
I don't
I'll
want to.
say it.
I've seen like I've used Wish. That's how I got the pin I got you. The White Lotus pin. That's where I got it from. And some of the things
I
they sell on there
still
is
haven't put
just
out my
like,
jack.
what the hell? Why are you selling this?
Oh, you should look it up on eBay.
Oh
I was
god.
looking up. I was looking up championship belts, like wrestling belts.
Yeah.
It's like this person also sells this, and I'm like, what the fuck? It is. It was kinky stuff. Let's put it that way, and leave it there. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah.
So we ended up down that rabbit hole.
Yep. That's another rabbit hole.
Did you remember your question yet?
I did. How exactly did Callie die?
Okay. So we were in those mines. We had just found Odos. He had just joined the party and everything. We ended up across this. There was this chasm with this stone bridge. No, there wasn't a bridge. The bridge came up after we crossed the chasm. So, but across the chasm was this thing. Like it was just. It looked like smoke, and it spoke in abyssal. And somebody decided to speak to it back in abyssal. That was the end of the session. Next session, we ended up fighting it. Turns out it was a clone of Artorias from Dark Souls. But so we were fighting it, and Callie's character death was scripted. Like Jet discussed it. Jet, the way Jet said he does character deaths is he discusses it with the character or with the player. Says, hey, if you want to stage your character death, just tell him. That way he can make it worth the character death kind of thing. He's probably gonna hear this later and be like, no, that's not what happened. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
What happened? I'm a genius, you guys.
Yeah, right.
You destroy my plans.
You shall not criticize my genius.
But I'm gonna make Donner have to fucking do 20 million quests next session.
Oh God, please no.
And they're all gonna be about feeding orphans.
Please no.
He's gonna do it.
Please no. Anyways, we were fighting it. Callie's AC was so high because she was playing a cleric of the Forge School. I don't remember the exact name of it, but Callie's AC was like 29. So the only way to hit her was with a hit die of 29 or higher, or with a natural crit, a natural 20. Jet rolled 2 natural 20s at once. And then Yeah, he rolled. Well, he rolled one, made an attack. He rolled another crit, made an attack, and then I think that second attack got advantage for some reason. But I remember he rolled it, and it was a 19. And with the weapon that the boss wielded, he could hit a critical on a 19 or a 20. So the 19 also counted as a crit. So 3 critical hits was able to kill Callie with her. I think she had like 120 HP or some shit. Yeah, Callie was a walking tank. um, but so Callie, the way Callie died, Artorias in quotes made the final blow on Callie, and then all this weird shit started happening. Like the sky above us turned into stars in the chasm below us, and um the the flowers on the minerals in the cavern walls, they're called titanium. They started blooming into flowers, and um shit, I'm trying to remember the exact order of events and I can't. But then eventually a bolt of lightning struck. No, that was after. Um, quote Artorias and Callie turned into crystal, and now the area where that crystal is now a beacon. Because she was known as something called a navigator of the deep. So that area can now be used as a compass stone to obtain access to the deep if you have the right knowledge to do so. From what I remember, this was a while ago. And I remember Donar went up and touched the rock, the crystal tree, and Nora struck it with lightning. So now that area is also a testament to Nora's power and god status. So yeah, it was. I should have clipped that. I think I still can, and just like save that whole thing, because it was very, very good writing on Jet's part and Chris's part. Like they both know how to write characters and write situations and scenarios like that. Um, but yeah, because Chris writes fan fiction, believe it or not. That's why all of a sudden when you're watching session, you'll just hear the mechanical keyboard going off. That's Chris. So yeah, that was the whole thing with Callie's death. What?
Princess Leia X Chewbacca
Oh my
fanfic.
god.
No, I'm just kidding. It's
Yeah, that was the whole thing with Callie's death that I remember. So it was
so
very good writing.
I know that you can do like a there's a reanimation or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
you can't resurrect that
can't.
because Callie's body is literally crystal now. It's not encased in crystal, it's literally crystal. So
we'll just get Herbert West reanimated to inject her with some of that green juice. She'll come back as a mindless zombie.
Oh my god.
That's another movie we're gonna watch. I'm gonna buy the rest of the series. We're gonna watch all 3 movies. It's based off the Lovecraft story. They're fucking batshit crazy, those movies, but they're so fucking good. Got the first one. Herbert West Reanimator. But yeah. if there's any other questions I had. Oh, that was that was the other question. If like, there was a way to revive Callie, but you just
Not in the way she died.
is there a way to like do like a possible like down the road like you guys find a tome with a ritual that could reverse?
I don't think so.
You
I
know,
mean, there's a possibility sometime down the road, but I think with how she died, it's integral to the story in some sense. I think that area that all that happened in is going to come back into play at some point later on down the road. So,
it's
if
like the
we
fifth
were
movie, and it's like the fifth movie in a franchise. You finally go back, and then like something changes, so like we can bring her back. We
oh
have the
god.
technology.
6 million peso man.
The 6 silver. Callie. It's
Oh
like
god.
6 million silver crystal lady. Oh god.
Nice.
I think that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Because we talked a lot about this long.
It's only an hour.
Really? It
It
felt
feels like
longer.
longer, but it was only an hour. It's only been an hour. Yeah.
Yeah,
Feels like longer though, because
I felt
it
like
is a fun topic to talk about.
right because like I'm a creative person. I literally that fucking movie. That
Mm-hmm.
movie script. That's all from a fucking dream. The other ones I've had have been batshit crazy. Like it's literally like a movie and it's like a weird like production, which I actually like like when they have like the studio and like the like presented by like Lionsgate,
Yeah.
Twisted Pictures, something like that. There's actually a fucking the studio name I was using for my films I made when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
I can't fucking remember it off the top of my goddamn head.
Oh really?
I can't. I don't know if it was like hack and slash
In slash.
pictures because it's like I always said that vision. I'm gonna be a just a bunch of movies,
Yeah.
and then I film like two with my friends, and it's a fucking rip Nightmare on Elm Street Friday the 13th.
That nice.
We had fun making them.
Yeah.
Those films are long gone. The
Yeah.
camera they were filmed on was destroyed. Like
Oof.
it's just gone. I still have the scripts. They were interesting, but like I was planning on making these movies seriously. But oh my god, one friend's like, "Can I do stiff arm?" And like say thank you Tom Brady, stiff arm.
Thank you, Tom Brady. What?
He literally says that in the movie.
Oh my god.
It's like a fucking serious nightmare. It's just thank you Tom Brady. So
Wow.
I just made him in a horror. The first one had a comedic moment. The second one was just a legit horror comedy. There's a fucking Russian assassin that they hire to protect them from the main serial killer, me.
Wow.
So like it just became a horror comedy at that point, which
Nice.
I was super pissed when we were filming it, but like a week or two later, I was like, actually, I started getting like Evil Dead, so like that's when I was like, okay, that's fine. Horror comedies are fun,
Yeah.
like Shaun of the Dead and stuff like that. And I still gotta make that. I gotta get. I gotta show my buddy that fucking script for the sequel I wrote for his movie.
Oh yeah.
He wrote it's on his YouTube channel. It's still up there. It's called Run with the Money. So I wrote a sequel titled Run. It was the working title was Dead Money, and then like the undertitle was Run with the Money 2. But it was like one of those types of movies that is in the same universe but has nothing to do with the previous film. It's like a different set of characters.
Yeah.
But there's like they make mention of what happened in the previous film, like a small nod. So like I wrote it and then I told him about it and he was interested in doing it, but then he moved to Colorado. So But I ran it. He came home for a little while a couple months ago, and I told him, I was like, man, I wish I brought the script. I was going to show you the script. That's fine.
Hmm.
Because he would have probably have stayed and filmed.
Run with the money too. Fuck.
No,
I don't know.
the premise of Run with the Money was good, and it's a short, like 20-minute film.
Yeah, it's like an independent film.
Right, he was going for film school.
Yeah, I was in it. I was in 2 independent films for one of my friends.
Oh, I was in a short. I had like a small role, and my buddy at a film festival, same guy, was at a high school festival.
Yeah.
Went there on my day off at work, early in the morning to his school on a Saturday to film it.
Yeah.
We did it in the auditorium, so and we had all control over like the sound speakers. So
Yeah.
I played Ninja Sex Party.
Oh my god.
With a loudspeaker, and then I played
Why?
Princess because it was funny, and then we played Princess Kenny.
Wow.
Princess Kenny.
Wow.
But we needed the sound speaker because you can find that video, that movie, that short film on his YouTube channel. I'll try to find it.
Yeah.
It was called, I think, The Choice.
Yeah.
And the whole film is like he stars in the film where this guy wakes up in a room and there's a button in front of him and there's a TV monitor and it's like, this is the man that killed your family. If you push the button, he'll die. So it's like a decision type of thing.
Yeah.
And then it fades to white, and then I fucking wake up in that same room by myself. And then it's like, this is the man that just ran you over and killed you. You push the button, he dies, and then like it just shows my hands slowly, like shakingly reaching out. And the funny thing is, that's his dad, and his dad was watching with it. He's like, just like that, huh? I was like,
wow.
Yep. It's never shown that I pressed it. It's just like I was slowly and that's just, it was suspenseful. Good.
Yeah.
I wrote the script and I like the writing.
Yeah.
So it was fun though.
You're just like that, huh?
He literally, yeah. He's the guy that helped create Piffwang.
Oh
Gave the inspiration
no.
for Piffwang. Same guy.
Oh no.
He's an awesome guy. You would like him. He listens to a lot of Beatles.
Oh yeah.
He listens to the Beatles and he listens to like old.
Your work is convinced I'm a hippie.
Yep. I think you're a hippie or a hipster.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's because I happened to wear my flip flops and Led Zeppelin tie dye T-shirt that day.
Somebody thought you were a unemployed.
I was unemployed.
Somebody's like, is he on? Somebody asked me, like, is your friend
Oh my
unemployed or
God.
something? I was like, no. He's like, because he looks like he's just laid back. I was like, yeah, because that's the kind of people I hang out with, laid back people.
I'm unemployed now.
That was somebody. She don't work there anymore.
God.
Actually, no. Funny thing, she's coming back to work. She left to go work somewhere else, and then she left that job. Now she's coming back with us.
Wow.
She was a good worker, so. But yeah, maybe we'll do an episode on my scripts.
Yeah, that would be a cool episode.
I'll dig them out. I won't read them page for page. I'll just read like the plot summary, and then you can ask, and anybody can ask me questions.
Yeah, we could critique your script writing.
Well, like I probably would just do like a brief summary. I mean, like I've written my first things going into scripts is like I wrote a plot summary, like you see on a wiki page. Yeah. And then that would actually, some people are like, that sounds good. It's like, that sounds like a fucking ripoff of something. I was like, well, I'm right to that. Like that horror movies I wrote. I wrote one where I fight Freddy. Like my horror film fights Freddy. Because I don't remember what the fuck. The plot was that like my character was obsessed with horror. Like the serial killer is obsessed with horror movies, so he starts murdering. Yeah. Teenagers like fucking Patrick Bateman in American Psycho, just luring them to this empty house and then killing them and then making it look like a suicide. But the parents catch up, and then by the time they get to him, they like fucking murder him. Yeah. But he vows, like, they hang him in the house, and then he vows revenge. And he comes back in people's nightmares wearing a fucking hockey mask and a Freddy glove and running around.
Wow.
So, as like I said, it's a complete fucking ripoff. But like when he's in the dream world, he talks. But when they pull him out of the dream world, he's more like Jason, where he doesn't talk and he's just like an unstoppable killing machine.
Nice.
But like I said, they're fucking blatant ripoffs. I wrote fucking books that are blatant ripoffs of Cirque du Freak. I have 2 of them that I finished. I was like, this is gonna be the next fucking best book series, and then I look back at them as an adult, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, right.
I looked at some of my fucking I found a book I wrote back when I was in fucking 5th grade, like actual wrote the book
Yeah.
like by hand, and I'm like, holy shit, I sucked at writing because it looks like a fucking so much fucking long sentences, short sentences,
You
no
were in
commas.
5th grade.
I know, but like that's just how you are as an adult. You're like, what the fuck?
What the hell was I writing?
Like the story was fine.
Yeah.
If I could rewrite it, I would rewrite it in a way that is like critiques to like 13-year-olds or 14-year-olds because that's
Yeah.
how I was writing it towards.
Yeah.
But it's fucking bad, and I'm critiquing myself.
Your writing is terrible and you should feel bad. I don't know what the fuck I was just trying to do there. I was trying to do Zoidberg, but it didn't work.
Your impressions are bad and you should feel bad.
Yeah, right. My Squidward is pretty okay, though. That's just how I normally talk anyways.
Krabby Patty secret formula. Ravioli, ravioli, give me.
So random ass fun fact. The voice actor who plays Long Fang in Avatar: The Last Airbender also voices Mr. Krabs.
Oh, fucking shit. You guys brought that up, and I was like, something. It's Claude something. Hold on. I'm looking it up.
I do not understand people.
What?
I just got a news briefing.
Clancy Brown.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you mentioning that.
Clancy something. Yeah, because he's in Pet Sematary and Shawshank Redemption.
One of the memes I sent my friend, it said that it's like, Judy, me boy, you've been invited to the King of Ba Sing Se to visit Lake Laogai.
Holy shit, Clancy Brown voiced Dr. Cortex?
Who's that?
From Crash Bandicoot.
I never played Crash Bandicoot.
You fucking suck. You suck. He's also Hades in God of War 3.
Nice.
But he still does Mr. Krabs. Started in 1999. This show's still going on.
Did you see the live version of the SpongeBob instrument skit they did over Zoom? It was great. I love I love that Clancy actually looks like a captain with a white beard and the sailor hat and everything.
So fucking. Have you seen the video of the guy, the voice actor behind Plankton, where he curses in Plankton's voice?
Yes.
Like it's like fucking shit. Like,
yeah, right.
Come to the chum bucket every fucking day. It's like, yes.
Yeah, right.
And then actually fucking Tom Kennedy said fuck a SpongeBob, like bitching about Mr. Krabs not paying him.
Oh my god.
I was like, my life is complete. But
you're
like
right.
there was something that anybody doesn't know, Tom Kennedy has done the voice of SpongeBob for like years since it started. He said like when they were doing the episode where like remember like the bad words.
Yeah, with the dolphin noises. Yeah.
So the recording, they were actually like just like bleeping themselves.
Yeah.
But then Tom Kennedy's like, can't we just like curse? And they did it. They're like, whatever. But he's like, I guarantee that recordings of them actually cursing in the characters' voices. He's like, it's probably like somewhere like some deep underground vault in Nickelodeon, like in the center of the earth or some shit, because it's never
center of the earth.
It's never gonna see the light of day.
True. It's true. Like, it probably won't. And then it
Oh,
did.
I want to see it. When the show ends, they need to release it. It's like it's just you're
I
fucking
mean,
Patrick.
Steven Hillenburg died, so I don't know how much more content they're gonna squeeze out of
They
SpongeBob.
could,
No pun
they could,
intended.
they could still fucking do it.
Oh, I'm sure they can. They'll find a way.
I know. It's like they have like a million writers. It's like
Through.
Nickelodeon's like oldest show. It's still ongoing.
That's still going. Anyways,
Like somebody wrote like a perfect ending for him. Anyway, we're gonna end
we've
this.
gone down like 16 rabbit holes, and we were supposed to end like 15 minutes ago. But thank you all for tuning into our podcast. We do appreciate it.
Yes.
If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified whenever I post a video. I post these generally the day after we stream them, those Saturdays. I've also been doing a blind Dark Souls run. Feel free to check that out. Follow me on Twitch.
Spoilers, he dies a lot.
I do die a lot. But that's just the nature of Dark Souls. I'm gonna end the podcast here. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you later.